Imagine what the world could or should look like, and having the desire to positively impact others. That's what an entrepreneur does. Hi, I'm Jane Allen, CEO of the Nashville Entrepreneur Center. As an entrepreneur myself, I came to the EC to help others on their journey because I understand the dream, the discipline, the perseverance, the thick skin, and the connections that it takes to make something a reality. Nashville, it's a city that was built by forward-thinking and determined entrepreneurs who created and grew successful companies, especially in healthcare. And we want Nashville to continue its well-known ranking as the #1 healthcare community in the country. Project Healthcare, it was born to keep that momentum up and to help steward innovation. For more than a decade, we've helped entrepreneurs start, launch, and grow their businesses. Over the years, our program has evolved to align the innovative entrepreneurial community, those truly driving innovation in healthcare, with our local healthcare business community. And while our program participants rave about the personal touch and the connections they make, the proof that we're doing it right is 84% of the companies that get through Project Healthcare are still employing people or have had successful exits. Stratazan and InQuicker are just 2 companies that have come through this program. And the 84% is compared to an industry average of 50%. For the past 3 years, we've worked collaboratively with the Nashville Healthcare Council. In fact, last year, we hosted the Healthcare Showcase during their 25th anniversary, and we worked to ensure entrepreneurial innovation is open for all of the members as the NHCC submits an annual survey to identify needs and trends from their members. Then we cast a global net to recruit applicants that address those needs, and then we bring the best entrepreneurial companies into our healthcare community. We have an experienced EC team that works to drive innovation for healthcare companies, and they work closely with all involved, from the entrepreneur to their leadership team, to the advisors in residence, to the mentors such as successful healthcare entrepreneurs like a Bill Brown, and others who work together to ensure that the entrepreneurs are connected to resources they need in order to ensure their success. Through these connections, our program participants, our entrepreneurs, get valuable feedback on their business, on what really is going on within our local community, on modeling, marketing, financing, operations. They learn, they pivot, they grow through your investments. So thank you for investing in us and our entrepreneurs. Now, let's hear from Nashville's healthcare leaders on the latest needs and trends.
Good afternoon. I'm Haley Hovius, President of the Nashville Healthcare Council. And this year, as we celebrate the 25th anniversary of the Council connecting and educating Nashville's healthcare industry, I want to recognize the Nashville Entrepreneur Center for all that it has done to foster Nashville's entrepreneurial spirit and to support the growth of the healthcare industry. As we continue to navigate the pandemic as individuals, as organizations, and as a society, the Council's purpose of connecting and educating our industry has taken on even greater importance. I want to take a brief moment to thank all of our Council members who are on the front lines fighting this virus. We're in a time of unprecedented change, requiring the healthcare industry and the Council to evolve in order to preserve what we've built and to rise to meet healthcare's next challenges. Council and its initiatives, Council Fellows and Leadership Healthcare, will focus on several key initiatives over this milestone year, including addressing the COVID-19 pandemic, diversity, equity, and inclusion, and supporting innovation and entrepreneurship as we are here to do today. We can think of no better way to do that than by partnering with the Nashville Entrepreneur Center to highlight and support our next generation of healthcare companies. We were proud to be able to extend Council membership to all of the entrepreneurs in this year's Project Healthcare Cohort. The team at the EC has been absolutely fantastic to work with, and we can't thank them enough for all that they've done to make today's event a success. So from the Nashville Healthcare Council, thank you to all. And entrepreneurs, we are here for you and we are absolutely rooting for you.
Hello, I'm Eric Threlkill, newly announced Chairman of Project Healthcare of the EC. For over 4 decades, I've been a part of Nashville's thriving healthcare industry, leading organizations, with innovations to deliver high-quality, safe patient care to patients across the country. I'm super excited to be a part of Project Healthcare. Over the last 12 months, we've all witnessed the incredible pace of innovation and discovery when information and collaboration within the industry occurs. I now feel we're on the cusp of taking this forward, bringing the best, the exuberance, the excitement of the innovators alongside the knowledge, the wisdom, and the expertise of those that are within the industry. It's our challenge today to take that thinking forward and continue to ensure that Nashville is the home of innovation in this industry.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Raley, Program Director for Project Healthcare. We'd like to share how this program works and offer just a little insight to what makes these teams so special. First, it's our program partners and more than 100 healthcare advisors dedicated specifically to coaching Project Healthcare entrepreneurs. We work closely with our healthcare community, partners like the National Healthcare Council, and others in the business community to understand their opportunities and their needs. We then cast a wide net for entrepreneurs who have businesses that address these ideas and solve real challenges in the healthcare community. Leveraging several industry experts, we review and select the companies to enter a cohort. This year, we had over 120 applications, and we chose 30 to participate. So with the world looking much different, we took a bit of our own medicine, forgive the healthcare pun, and pivoted our model. We accepted more teams than we ever have and separated them into mini cohorts based on the type of company they are and the stage that they're at. So as an example, we have a mini cohort of med devices with at least $1 million in funding, but we also have a group of SaaS companies that have $50,000 in revenue. Throughout the year, founders have heard from successful healthcare entrepreneurs, active healthcare leaders, and have connected with each other to navigate the entrepreneurial process. This year features a wide array of startups, a nurse staffing platform, a safer IV device, and even a diabetes support platform for minorities, just to name a few. So now it's time to check out the teams in our 2020 Project Healthcare cohort. So go to the link on screen. This exclusive lookbook of Project Healthcare teams will be available until April 18th. See the pitches again, learn more about the companies, and get connected directly. Up first, I'm excited to kick things off with our Stage 4 companies. These founders have all met a need within the marketplace and have demonstrated considerable traction by way of revenue or fundraising.
In the U.S., someone dies of sudden cardiac arrest every 2 minutes. I almost lost my baby after forgetting my CPR training. My husband saved our son's life, and I went on to invent CPR Wrap. I'm Felicia Jackson, founder and CEO of our newly patented product, CPR Wrap. CPR Wrap is a single-use template that empowers, protects, and guides any non-medical responder during CPR. It has an attached one-way valve mouth barrier, visual hand placements, and simple CPR instructions that can be translated into any language. They come in adult, child, and infant sizes with a price point of $14.99. We are a B2B2C model in this $285 billion market. To date, we have made over $100,000 by partnering with hospitals, schools, and police departments and CPR training facilities worldwide. We're currently raising our $1 million seed round and would love to meet with potential investors, chief strategy officers, and nurse managers to incorporate our CPR Wrap kits in with new mothers and high-risk patients hospital-wide. We welcome you to visit us at cprwrap.com today to save a life tomorrow. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kim Levine, founder, CEO of Hypersense, a digital health company bringing a patent-pending non-drug treatment for Alzheimer's, 46 million desperate sufferers globally. Now, as easy as putting on glasses, Alzheimer's sufferers can reduce the plaque in the brain that causes memory loss by up to 50% in the comfort of their own homes without a prescription in as little as 20 minutes a day. We're so safe, we're a Class 1 FDA medical device comparable to dental floss. We just won the Chairman's Choice Award through our participation in Stanford University's GIC Accelerator. We're raising a $2.5 million seed round to pioneer the future standard treatment of Alzheimer's in a $200 billion total addressable market that will triple in the next 20 years. Will you join us?
I'm Madison Campbell, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of telehealth. I myself am a sexual assault survivor who didn't report. 77% of survivors nationwide don't report their sexual assault. Right now, the only solution that you potentially have of collecting evidence is a kit that was made in the 1970s and hasn't been updated since. We've created the first ever at-home sexual assault evidence collection kit. Everything you need is in this box. Swabs, DNA-free water, instructions written by sexual assault nurse examiners. Not only this, we've created an application to go alongside our kit. This is a completely untapped market. We want to make sure that survivors never have to pay the cost for any of our resources. That means selling to universities, selling to corporations, and even selling to the US military. By privatizing this industry, not only can we be more efficient, we can reinvest our profits to constantly create new technology. I would love to get to know you, and I would love to figure out how together we can change the world. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Spencer Jones. I'm a registered nurse, founder, and chief technology officer at Linnaeus Medical. The problem we're addressing is IV catheter failure. Despite being the most common invasive procedure performed in hospitals today, the clinical literature shows that on average, 46% of IV catheters fail before their intended end of use. These IV catheter failures end up costing the US healthcare system roughly $5 billion annually. Our solution is SafeBreak Vascular. It's a first of its kind patient safety disconnect device. It comes fully assembled as you see here and is installed in the patient's IV line in between their long IV tubing from the pump and their vascular access device. It creates a sealed liquid connection, but then prior to a damaging level of tension, the device intentionally separates, seals both sides, and protects the IV catheter. We're currently under review at the FDA. We're expecting clearance later this month. We're actively seeking commitments for our ongoing Series C capital raise. So if you're an investor, a clinician, a hospital administrator, or just someone interested in the project, please reach out so you can join us on this journey to start saving lives.
Wounds have been called a silent epidemic. They utilize 25 to 40% of all hospital beds and more than 50% of existing community healthcare resources. Their economic cost is measured in billions, and their human cost is measured in pain, prolonged hospital stay, morbidity, and even death. We need a better solution in wound care. My name is Steven Samuel, and I am co-founder of Noxano, a medical device company developing new therapies for treatment of both acute and chronic wounds. Our Noxano advanced wound dressing delivers nitric oxide, a small molecule that is essential to normal wound healing function as well as infection prevention. The link between nitric oxide and wound healing has been known for decades, but the challenge has always been delivery, and that is exactly what our technology solves. What this means is that for patients suffering from chronic wounds, they can see wound closure in half the time that it would take using standard therapies. We're in the midst of our first on-human clinical study, and we hope to have FDA approval by the end of Q3 2021. As we continue to raise our Series A, we're happy to chat with investors, and we are looking for strategic partners as we take our technology to market. Thank you for your time.
Big organizations can do brilliant things when they work efficiently, but sometimes there are obstacles. Lost equipment, confusing processes, time-consuming admin. Hospitals, for example, spend 1/3 of every dollar on admin costs, and 1/3 of that is being wasted on inefficient processes. We are changing how big organizations work for good. Hi, I'm Jan and I'm co-founder of Darvis. Darvis helps you find and track your resources, monitor objects and analyze usage, track and automate process compliance, manage your supply chain remotely, and predict and optimize future performance. We use computer vision to turn the real world into anonymous, useful data, enabling systems to run seamlessly, data-driven teams to learn and grow faster, and staff to be freed up for work that really matters. Computer vision is totally anonymous. Optical sensors detect and track objects of interest that are process and or ROI relevant. Images are analyzed in real time and translated into GDPR and CCPA compliant data. We've already helped some pretty important organizations work better, including Asklepios and the US Postal Service. Darvis makes managing spaces simple and easy to install and operate. One example is our bed tracker. Know where all of our beds are in real time and what their status is. You can even track the cleaning process. Save time and money by allocating resources in the most productive way, reducing time spent on inefficient tasks and making better operational decisions using real-time data. When your system works efficiently, you can make great things happen. Thank you.
I'm Suzanne Webb, and I founded Exclusive Surgery Solutions. After spending 33 years in the hospital industry, I knew there had to be a better way. So we've created an end-to-end surgical process that, instead of paying insurance companies for no access to the great providers, use exclusive surgeries and only pay for the surgical care you need. Exclusive Surgeries works directly with self-insured employers and attorneys. And in 2020, we billed close to $7 million for orthopedic procedures, bariatric, gender reassignment surgeries. We were also able to save 40% of their medical spend. We have revolutionized the surgical process by using ambulatory surgery centers and hospital outpatients instead of hospital inpatient. By doing so, we've reduced cost, infection, and increased patient satisfaction. TPAs also endorse our product because we actually lighten their workload. At Exclusive Surgery Solutions, we've solved a lot of the problems that patients encounter. One call to our care navigators will help you schedule your surgery and walk you through the process. We're raising $910,000 through a convertible note and would love to work with you. Thank you.
So now we're going to take a look at the Stage 3 teams. These founders have demonstrated some traction by way of revenue or fundraising, but are looking to scale.
Health systems purchase enormous amounts of insurance each year to protect their people and assets. Each policy requires collecting massive amounts of data, has different applications, and the quality of what's submitted directly impacts the ultimate price of the insurance. Despite all of this, most companies still manage this process manually in Excel. This often leads to gaps in insurance coverage, to say nothing of time wasted. Flisk solved this problem with a SaaS platform that manages company-wide application and policy data in one place. This improves the data accuracy, helps lower insurance costs, and gives back hundreds of hours to administrative staff. Our first two customers were 4 billion healthcare companies, but Flisk works in any industry. As we scale, we can leverage our dataset to sell insurance intelligence back to the market, and one day become the front door to all applications in the $1.3 trillion insurance market industry. We would appreciate work introductions to VPs of risk management at large companies. Thank you.
The U.S. spends $50 billion a year on healthcare costs due to poor nutrition. Medical nutrition therapy provided by a registered dietitian is linked to a 10% reduction in hospital admissions and a 25% reduction in costs related to physician time. The average cost to employ a dietitian is $90,000, and at that cost, most physician practices lack the resources to have a dietitian on staff. And that's where we come in. Nashville Nutrition Partners is the missing piece to modern medical care. We are a group practice of registered dietitians providing nutrition therapy covered by insurance for over 20 specialties. Between physician visits, we provide 3 to 6 hours of highly personalized care. Acting as an extension of the care you provide, we save you time, money, elevate patient care, and achieve better health outcomes, all at no cost to you. Our ask is to be connected with practices and providers who need the best nutrition support for their patients. Thank you.
We save doctors hundreds of hours a year. Physician burnout is a serious problem that causes good doctors who really care to leave medicine. This leads to a physician shortage, which is bad for everyone. Giving doctors back some time gives them the breathing room to take care of themselves like they take care of us. We are Plumflower Software, and our mission is to fight burnout with better software. So far, we have 2 SaaS systems, Doc Launcher and Clarity, co-created with doctors to save them time. Doc Launcher is a unique communication tool that reduces email noise and stress while saving each person weeks of search time every year. Clarity is a simple, elegant physician scheduling platform that can automate even the most complex interconnected schedules for a 95% reduction in time spent creating and updating schedules. Our current focus is on medical education, with over 12,000 residencies and fellowships in the United States that could benefit from faster access and better scheduling. we are asking for warm introductions to leaders and administrators in residencies, fellowships, and medical schools. Thank you.
Each year, 165 million people in the U.S. purchase dental insurance through their employer. Dental and vision carriers have been selling the same product for decades, using an outdated managed care model to supposedly insure expenses that are both low cost and low risk. This broken model actually restricts care because they only make money when employees don't use their benefits. ReadyPay flips this model with our end-to-end platform that gives all employers a unique, non-insurance solution to self-fund dental and vision benefits. Employers typically save around 40% because they only pay for actual care. Employees get a customizable, pre-tax benefit they can actually use, and providers see increased patient flow as well as a dramatic reduction in payer friction. The bottom line is we get more employees to the dentist and eye doctor, catching chronic disease conditions early. Our platform tripled annual recurring revenue through the pandemic, and we're currently running employer groups in 7 states. We've raised $3 million in seed stage funding, and we're setting up for our next round. Our ask is around distribution and investment, introductions to progressive benefits brokers and consultants, and introductions to investors with healthcare expertise who can help us scale. Thank you.
Carla is of Mexican origin. She's a mom of 2 kids, works at a bakery, and just got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. There's a gap in diabetes management in that it takes a one-size-fits-all approach and doesn't address nutrition in a meaningful way for someone like Carla. Yumlish provides cultural nutrition therapy and addresses socioeconomic and behavioral barriers to dietary adherence. Ultimately, our differentiator is a culturally relevant, low-cost program with low barriers to adoption, translating to a 73% weekly engagement rate. Using reimbursable encounters alone, this is a billion-dollar market with opportunities to grow in population health and managed care. We have relationships with health systems, with clinics, with school districts. In fact, the school district partnership gives us a revenue potential of $20 million. We also have MRR. We are seeking strategic angel investors for our $1 million raise to build infrastructure and team, and the ADA just awarded us $250,000 of that. At Yumlish, we're on a mission to eradicate diet-related chronic illnesses for minorities and bridge gaps to create health equity and provide Carla the care that she deserves. Join us.
Hi, my name is Sara Fernandez and I'm a founder at Previ, where we enable providers to reach their patients where they are and empower patients to take control of their own care. Think about the evolution of healthcare last year. First, many patients stopped going to the clinics. Then, providers started doing telehealth, reaching their patients via video conferencing or simple phone calls. At Previ, we believe real adoption of virtual care has to be much more. It has to integrate with current EMRs and current workflows, and it has to expand beyond telehealth. With Previ, a comprehensive platform, all the virtual care needs of a provider are covered. With Previ, providers can connect to their patients via remote patient monitoring, digital care plans that guide the patients through their day-to-day. They can do coordination with other providers, and yes, they can also do telehealth. Our approach is validated by our own research and research of others that ask executives at large health systems what they wanted in a platform like Previ. They wanted it to be integrated with EMRs and current workflows. They wanted to be simple both for the clinical staff as well as for the patient. They wanted a single solution for all patient touchpoints outside the clinic, and they wanted it to be multi-language. This is all incorporated into Previ. A single platform means less training, more adoption, and happier clinical staff. Today, we are working with 6 doctors and have about 2,000 patients in our platform, and we are now launching with a large health system with more than 80,000 patients. So how can you help us? We are looking for introductions to medium and large clinics so we can bring the value of Previ to life. Thank you.
Our stage 2 teams encompass a wide range of models. These founders have launched and are in the marketplace, but are still looking for early adopters to establish product market fit. On to the teams.
I am Ramil Terry, co-founder of Autism Possible, and I am autistic. Over the next decade, an estimated 1.2 million autistic teens will enter adulthood and age out of school-based autism services just like I did. And more than half of us will remain unemployed and unenrolled in post-secondary education in the 2 years after high school.
Autism Possible is a team of experts.
I'm Dr. Teresa Vasquez, CEO and software engineer.
And I am Trinity Terry, lead software engineer. And we empower the autism community by providing educational services and technological innovations that help autistic people gain independence and help decrease family stress.
We've developed the MVP version of Mission Control, a software application that takes over 10 years of research and simplifies goal setting, data collection, report creation, and daily living skills. And we are ready to take the next step to participate in Project Health, which is what we will be using the funding for when we are selected.
With the tools and services we provide, autistic people like myself and their families like mine can focus on things that can help make their lives better, because with our team in their corner, a better life with autism possible.
Hi, I'm Mandy Major, the CEO and founder of Major Care. We're a team of doulas and doctors on a mission to solve America's postpartum care gap. Because you may not know this, but after 9 months of care, support, and services during pregnancy, you have that baby and are basically told, good luck. 3 out of 4 new mothers are sent home from the hospital without any care on how to handle their postpartum body. And we are the only developed country without a standardized system of postpartum care in place. The lack of postpartum education and care isn't just a bad experience for new parents, it's bad business. It costs us over $242 million in unnecessary ER visits for basic body care and lactation questions, and roughly $14 billion in untreated mental health needs that affect employers in terms of productivity loss and absence. We can help change that. Major Care's My Fourth app will become the Peloton of postpartum, offering live and on-demand classes, day-by-day guided learning, one-to-one virtual coaching, and community. Once we raise our $2.2 million seed round, we'll be able to fill out our team, focus on product dev, cover the entire first year of postpartum as we move from a consumer model to a payer model. Every pregnancy and postpartum solution on the market focuses exclusively on the baby. It's a huge oversight, but also a huge opportunity for us. Whether you're an investor or know someone who can do a warm intro to one, let's talk. Thank you so much.
By 2030, all baby boomers will be over the age of 65, and 47% of people will need long-term care during their lifetime. Within 50 miles of Nashville alone, there are over 90 senior care facilities, plus over 75 in-home care agencies. As you can tell, the senior care space is busy and it's confusing to the consumer. Next Stage Care is your trusted guide through this difficult process. We are a high-touch concierge referral and resource service for those looking for senior care. Imagine us like your local realtor, but instead of finding you a house, we're helping you or your loved one find the right senior care facility or solution. We provide this service at no cost to those looking for senior care, as we're compensated by our large network of senior homes and care agencies. Our ask today is for warm introductions to those decision makers, like discharge planners, elder lawyers, geriatric doctors, and companies looking to add complementary services to their long-term care insurance plans. So Next Stage Care can provide a one-stop elder care answer for their clients and employees.
Aging, disease, and disability pose challenges in our lives. None of us is getting younger, and no one can stop the clock. We deserve to live our lives with dignity and grace. Sakina is on a mission to transform long-term and chronic care with our revolutionary Saffron platform, which enables providers to observe and analyze physical examinations remotely in real time at diagnostic level. Saffron is vendor neutral and seamlessly integrates into existing healthcare systems to create connected care ecosystems. Last year, $8.3 billion was spent on unnecessary ER visits for seniors in long-term and chronic care. 50% of those seniors said provider video calls allowed them to improve their healthcare experience while decreasing their healthcare costs. Join Sakino as we transform telehealth from voice and video calls to holistic, personalized healthcare.
Launched in August 2019, CaringWire sells SaaS software that simplifies informal family caregiving to employers and health plans. Our unique insight is that the majority of caregiver problems are fairly standard. We have created a digital experience similar to TurboTax that helps people understand what to consider, how to make the decision, and plug them into the right resources. We also understand that caregivers want to share their stories. They want to relate to others, and it's very emotional. And so we're creating a community, kind of like a Reddit forum, that caregivers can search and find and connect and learn from others' experiences that are similar to theirs. We're seeking $2 to $3 million in our seed round that will be used to invest in our product, to grow our team, and to invest in marketing. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Keith Summers, co-founder at Cohort. We're a health data analytics company on a mission to impact wasteful health spending. With roughly 30% of all health spend being of low value, only providing short-term relief or entirely unnecessary, it's a $1 trillion problem and growing. Our analytics generate scores, which help health plans optimize provider networks and maximize patient outcomes per dollar spent. Scoring includes proprietary AI technology, which analyzes health claims data to detect low-value care and provider referral patterns. We calculate a physician's score by quantifying key insights and currently maintain a foundation of scores established for physicians nationwide, which are delivered via the HealthQuorum Now web platform and licensed on an annual basis. Recently, we onboarded a number of paying customers, including a large multi-year agreement with a health plan in the Midwest at nearly $500,000 in total contract value. We're now raising a seed round of $2 million to increase our annual recurring revenue by 10x in the next 18 months.
Hi, my name is Mohammed Kumar. I'm the founder of InnovCares, where we provide culturally sensitive clinicians for women of color. Our journey began after my sister passed during childbearing due to preeclampsia. Over 500,000 women die of pregnancy-related complications, and two-thirds of this that's actually preventable. We launched in DC with Dr. Holiday's clinic, where he first saw our very first patient that was experiencing an infertility issue. And then in October 2019, her baby was born alive and well. We then provide culturally competent care and provide access and treatment to culturally sensitive clinicians. We combine real-time metabolic health data gathering with telehealth, computer vision, artificial intelligence, patient engagement rewards, and a sense of community. We have two platforms, a provider technology that allows for the provider to be able to do video and text consults on the platform, and as well as e-prescribe. The second platform allows for the patient to be able to connect to those clinicians, do their health assessment on the platform, connect to friends and family to do what we call the health tribe, and then also all the medication on the platform as well. It's a big market, $12.3 billion market. We're focusing more on the federally qualified health centers. And we also charge $150 a month per provider per month. And we're looking at taking this to employers as well, charging $500 per employee per month. This is our team, myself, and Love Muchombo is our CTO, and Shania as well. We have a really compelling advisory board that's helping us shape the mission to impact women of color. Our ask is to get connected to clinicians and as well as healthcare executives who will be able to provide guidance and as well as lead us to more customers.
Let's talk about virtual care with Viasana. My name is Joseph Spradley, and I know half of American adults will experience a musculoskeletal issue within the next year. This will cost us $200 billion in annual care and more in lost wages. Physical therapy can lower these costs with effective treatment and prevention. One-on-one session plans cost as little as $1,000, while the average cost of back surgery is $31,000. However, physical therapists also have a problem. Right when the demand for their service is increasing due to an aging population, 50% are considering leaving the career. To address these issues, we brought on physical therapists from across the country to build better solutions for their businesses and better technology to engage with their patients. Our platform for virtual care primarily serves independent cash-based concierge physical therapists with a subscription model and fees for referrals. In 2019, $600 million was spent on tele-PT. This industry segment is projected to triple to $1.7 billion in 6 years. We're looking to raise $250,000 to retain key employees, develop our technology, and grow accessibility to physical therapy for everyone.
85 million Americans are underinsured and 30 million are uninsured. Prices vary wildly from one facility to another, and nobody knows ahead of time how much each healthcare service will cost. In order to bring transparency, the government has mandated hospitals to list their negotiated prices on or before January 1, 2021. I am Chandra Bandugula, founder and CEO of ZMed, bringing transparency to healthcare. We created Z-Tool and analyzed data from more than 5,000 hospitals and found that 75% hospitals are not compliant and face massive penalty. We can help the non-compliant hospitals avoid these penalties while also giving them insights to make better business decisions. To help consumers, we take the provider's pricing data and list it on our ZMed app, where anyone can search, compare, book, and pay for healthcare services. In the next 5 years, we hope to have 5 million consumers purchasing their healthcare through ZMed Marketplace and generating our revenue through SaaS and transaction fees. I'm looking to partner with hospital administrators, physicians, and investors to make prices transparent and affordable for all Americans and to create the Amazon of healthcare.
Finally, our Stage 1 teams. They're generally pre-revenue and approaching go-to-market strategies, but are leveraging feedback from potential customers in the process.
We spend billions of dollars to produce high-quality research, but without electronically interoperating stakeholder systems, moving this research to practice is expensive and slow. This leads to duplicated efforts that cost us $24 billion a year, and even much more is lost as unapplied research. Knowledge-driven healthcare is critical for an effective and responsive health system. UnoChains is engineering a blockchain's interoperability platform to streamline the flow of information across the healthcare's knowledge ecosystem and to make it easy for the stakeholders to publish high-quality clinical research assets that can be used by others to improve health outcomes and clinical care. Currently, we are looking for strategic partnerships and alliances to build this greenfield market opportunity. I am Neeraj Ojha, founder of UnoChains, and I look forward to talking with you. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Gloria Mullins, and I'm the Chief Heart Officer of iHeartCare. I created this company because of excessive emergency room visits for my grandparents who were unable to complete their full medical history. Did you know that 250,000 people die annually because of medical error? iHeartCare would like to be the boarding pass for those seniors who find themselves by themselves when going to the emergency room. iHeartCare has a printed solution and an app that keeps track of all the necessary information that providers need during the registration process. We know that seniors are increasing hospital usage, and we are looking for a partner to test in hopes of seeing a reduction in medical error and unattended events. iHeartCare.